Okay. Leg, for the moment, feels better. And Cat followed me in here and doesn't want to stay. Because Cat. That's why. So now, let's deal with the ship, shall we? The first step is to find the marker switch that works, and, well, let's see, it could be this one. Or it could be this one. Let's see if either one of those bring us to a new spot the tower can rotate to, shall we? Yeah. Okay, this one's turned off because it wasn't turned on when I saved last time. So yeah, there's our new spot. So now we are definitely looking at a ship. And we have some dates here. We have October 11th, 1984 at 10:04 a.m. We have January 17th, 12:07 at 5:46 a.m. And then we have November 23, 9791 at 6:57 p.m. So now we have dates and times. And if you were here for the beginning, you knew exactly where we need to go now. But if you weren't, we're headed there anyway. Not so much time puzzles. Because over here, one of the places we explored early is this. It looks like a dentist's office. It's kind of hard to see up there, but we have a light we can turn out. And suddenly we have a star field here. So now, let's see, first we want October, then we want October 11th, (1984), At 10:04 in the morning. And that gives us a star pattern. We mark down the star pattern and find out what that relates to. Then we go to the second date. 12:07. 5:46 in the morning. And if you're off by a minute, it doesn't matter a whole lot. You have to go off by quite a bit of time before you start losing the... See, your star pattern is still there. But you have to go off by over an hour before you start losing. If you just put dates from movies, not a whole lot. All this does is display star patterns, so I don't recall any Easter eggs from there. November 23, 97, 91. And then this one, looks something like that, just a little bit. Let's see, which book was it? Not that one. Don't think it's that. Nope. That's one of them. The one that kind of looks like a tick, I think. Probably supposed to be a beetle or something, but you know. That's definitely that one. I think that's that one. So let's go see you. And the ship has now risen out of the water. And so is that ship. And there is the book right there. However, before we just go plunge ourselves into a new world, let's go see what was written about this one. That ain't it. Stoneship. Good. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch a simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly crafted age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. And no, Will is not a flute-wielding Esper. I hope not. I don't want to get that story started again. I just got done with that story. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat, and this is making me yawn. So much talking. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father had never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoying it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here till recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it's falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the night and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We've worked for 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I've had to alter my plans slightly, but these alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from the rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events here that have nothing to do with writing or the arts that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think of this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover it has changed so much that it indeed is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stoneship age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noticed that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. So, off to the Stoneship age. And I realize I have not talked much about the art, as they call it. Basically, the art is writing worlds into existence using special paper, inks, and such. And there is a quote-unquote art to it, in fact, that if you write a world that cannot sustain itself, it will not sustain itself. And Atreus is actually very gifted in this art, and it is his worlds that we are kind of running through. But that is not I don't believe that's fully explained anywhere in the game directly. I believe that's all stuff you have to hunt down in manuals and the like, which I believe Good Old Games does provide you with manuals, but I couldn't find the ones I was looking for. But yeah, there is a bunch of lore around the Myst universe and its follow-up games, which I don't know if I can get to run at all. But those would potentially be future Let's Plays or streams, but we will see. Anyway, off to the world of jagged rocks and a lighthouse. Oh, it's raining. And yes, this boat was indeed broken in half. Seems like they made the best of it, though. Okay. Oh yes, there are sequels. The next one in line is called Riven. So these three buttons start up pumps of some type. Couldn't tell you where the pumps go. Couldn't tell you what's being pumped away. Yeah, well, that's all flooded now. Yeah, we're not going that way right now. Maybe one of these pumps will actually clear it out. Okay, that pump is connected to down here. And we are now underwater. With no power. It's too dark to see anything down here right now. I guess all this constant rain isn't doing us any good. That's flooded out. Nothing to look at there. Let's see what awaits us at the top here. A telescope. That we can look around in a good number of degrees. Can't angle it down, we can just angle it left and right. I recall this having significance, but I don't remember what significance it has yet. But yeah, just a full 360-degree circle that we can look around with. Yeah, saving the game will be important once we actually do something. Let's see, we have Not much else to explore. We have that. We can't go that way. So it looks like we need to pump out another section here. Yes, that opens this. Okay. Still dark. Well, he did say there was a generator somewhere. So hopefully... we'll ignore that for now, because I doubt we could see down there. Hey, we got some light in here, though. This place looks a little bit ornate. Red page, right off the bat. Very expensive. Looks like very expensive tableware and candlesticks and extravagant wallpapers. Room totally belongs to Akinar. Clearly. Clearly completely belongs to Akinar. Although that might be. You never know. Ooh, pretty. Can't look back there. Okay. Well, this place might be useful if we could see. Maybe. Unfortunately, we cannot see. And the fact it is just kind of letting us know. Huh. This isn't ominous in the least. It's a blue page. At least those were easy to find this time. Uh-huh. A rose that turns into a skull. that a map? I think. Another map. A lot of maps around here. And what is this? That looks important. I suppose I should write this down. Since I can't take this thing with me. Okay, a half a note. No, I'm pretty sure that this is actually Akinar's room and the blue page is here. I was being a bit facetious with the overly ostentatious room should easily belong to Cirrus. And we have a ribcage and spinal column hanging on a chain. With a bunch of animal antlers. And masks. This isn't unsettling in least, but there is the blue page. We don't have any more compartments we can open, do we? So we've got one brother that's extremely greedy, and another one that looks to be extremely cruel. Yeah, we have 3 different pathways. Well, 2 here. And let's see. A key. Key on a chain. Okay. Do I get to climb the ladder? Apparently not. Held placed by a padlock. And we have a key down here, but we can't grab. Well, since this place is flooded and there's stairs leading down, let's go operate the third pump, shall we? Oh, there's a chest here. That was apparently waterlogged. Let's see. Well, that chest was apparently full of water. So now that it's empty and sealed off, see what happens if we, I don't know, refill the place and let that chest float up a bit. Yeah, good, it floats. Okay. Opening the chest gets us another key, which we can use to open that padlock. And now we have access to up above. So, we have some power. And I do believe that it's not going to stay charged forever. I do believe that it's going to slowly drain down, but I do believe we have time to actually get down to the lower regions and find out exactly what, exactly what we can see. I think we're going to get that much time at least. But I have a funny feeling, because I saw the pattern on the inside of that room was a big compass. Yeah, the lighthouse is blinking now. So it's a 1:35. Fair enough. Kind of feeling we're going to need that information. That's north, that's 90, that's 180. I really have no idea what that just did. Hopefully it provided light to the ship. That's the wrong way. We need to go the other way. And we can see down here. Magical morphing wood, apparently. Apparently that wasn't going to cough up its secrets until you actually solved the light puzzle. So now, with that page in hand, let's see just how more honeyed this guy's words end up being.
With each page I can see more clearly. Soon, free from this horrible prison, this book. You must visit the one remaining aim. You have not. Confident that my brother Akana is demented. He is guilty. He took advantage of the freedom our father had given us. Akana began to I ask you again. Do not retrieve the pages. He will destroy both myself and you, just as he destroyed the other pages of Myst. Never will escape. You must simply bring the red. The story that I give. Your wisdom. You will see that I am innocent and he is guilty. This forgotten island long ago. I will owe you my life, and you will be greatly rewarded.
Totally trustworthy there, isn't he? So, let's go back. Get the blue page. Oh, I have to start the generator. I might have to start the generator again. Nope, it's still going. Generator's being good. I believe I need to go in there. I believe the door here is the one I've already been in to get that page. Yes, it is. At least none of these repeat trips. Wait, where am I going? The right way? I think I am. At least none of these repeat trips are quite as annoying as the first one we took was. Book from wood. Kinda, yeah, that is the way it works, yeah.
My friend. Bring in the blue pages. I see. Convinced Cirrus is guilty. Pray, do not release him. He will destroy me, just as he did. Innocent bystander. I've been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment. You have observed his unbridled lust for riches. In the 4 remaining worlds. Gruesome plot. It was almost perfect. Final blow to father. You tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. I didn't murder father. Bring me the remaining. Please. A liar. All in a liar. Must not be free. What would the remaining blue pages from the last age of Myst. I must be free. You must free me. I cannot bear it here for eternity. Free me.
Somehow he sounds even more unhinged now. Getting a little desperate, isn't he? Now that we've finished another world, I'm going to refresh this.